On today's episode, we look into how to cut your expenses so that you can save more money. Hello and welcome to The Levels, and I'm your host, Bronia. Start off by smashing the like button because it helps this channel a lot. Track your spending and make a budget. Track your spending so that you can know how much and where your money went on the previous month so that you can be able to adjust your budget wisely and accordingly. Now that you have tracked your budget, it's time to cut out memberships and subscriptions. Cancel subscriptions that you are not using anymore. Find a friend or a relative that you can share cost with. One of you can be the one to pay your DSTV and the other person will pay for Netflix. Then you exchange your passwords or you share your passwords. By doing this, you get the best of two worlds, but having paid only for one. Besides, you can't watch everything on Netflix and you can't watch everything on your DSTV. So it's better you share the cost. As you are tracking your spending habits for the previous months, did you realize that you are spending a lot of money on cell phone bills? It is time to find ways of cutting on your cell phone bills. One way is by switching to data or Wi-Fi calls. Thank God for WhatsApp calls, Facebook calls, Skype, and other forms of communication means that you can use online. If you do not have data or Wi-Fi, stick to texting instead of calling. One way of saving on your cell phone bill is by buying airtime during month-end special, because this month-end special usually doubles your airtime. Check with your network provider if they have services where you can subscribe so that you can make free calls. This will save you a lot of money. Every time you go shopping, make sure that you have a shopping list and you stick to the shopping list. You do not add anything that you did not put into your shopping list. And make sure that you do a price comparison, because items might be expensive in one store and be cheaper in the next store. Save on food by buying no-name brands or generic brands, by cooking at home and packing your lunch to work, buy non-perishable items in bulk. Start a backyard garden for your fresh produce. Cut your utility bills by, let's start off with electricity. You can cut your electricity bill by switching to energy-saving bulbs, LED, because they last longer. They save 4 times energy as compared to incandescent lights. Switch off the light when you get out of a room. Unplug appliances and devices. Studies have shown that your appliances, even though switched off, but they are still plugged onto the wall, they still consume electricity. So make sure you switch them off and unplug them from the wall. You can save on your water bill by doing simple things like switching off the tap when you are brushing off your teeth, changing the shower head and use the one that disperses less water. Reuse water to water your garden. Fix any broken plumbing because every drop counts. Cut on your transportation costs by carpooling to work. If you are using your car to run errands, make sure that you schedule your errands so that you have one trip instead of multiple trips, which will end up costing you a lot of fuel. You can save on housing costs by moving to a less expensive area or by rent hacking, sharing your space with others, renting the rooms that you are not using to other people. Go on no spending days where you spend no money. Every time you are buying something, especially big items, ask for discount. Look at the cost of purchasing in terms of hours worked to accumulate that thing and ask yourself, is it worth it? For example, if you get paid an hourly rate of $20 and you want to buy shoes that cost $100, it means you have to work 5 hours to accumulate the money you need to spend on those shoes. That means you will have to work 5 hours to cover the money that you need to spend on those shoes. Is it worth it? Ask yourself before you spend your money, your hard-earned money. If it's worth it, then go ahead and spend the money. But if it's not, then do not spend until you are satisfied of your spending. Use the 24-hour purchasing rule. If you want to buy something, stop to think for 24 hours and rethink. If it's not necessary, you will even forget that you wanted to buy that thing. Cut your cost by smashing the like button on this video. This is a really broad topic. In the interest of not wanting to make this video really long, I will stop here, but I will definitely continue this topic. So make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification button so that you'll be notified every time I post a new video.